I found a way, I found a way.
Hey, who's that?
Hey, what are you guys doing?
We're trying to find the area under her curve, but we don't know how. Go.
I can help you guys.
Really? How?
You can use the Riemann sum theorem.
The Riemann sum theorem is a way to approximate an area under a curve. There are three types of Riemann sums: right endpoint, left endpoint, and mid endpoint. The Riemann sum theorem and its other parts is summed up by this formula as shown on screen right now. And the only difference between right, left, and mid is the f of x. The f of x is going to be left if it's left endpoint, right if it's right endpoint, or the height of the middle if it's mid endpoint, as shown on screen. When I mentioned left and right, I was also talking about left heights and right heights, just for clarification. Now we can solve Gabby's problem with this new knowledge. Since we desire the most accurate approximation of the area under the curve, we will use mid endpoint. Here we have our graph. It contains mid endpoints, and the data is an approximation of feet that Gabby traveled, and we're looking for the total feet Gabby traveled. Now that we identified that we're using midpoint, now we can look at the formula on the screen. B minus a over n times the sum of f of x of 1/2, and so on and so forth. In addition, to use Riemann sum, we must confirm that the graph is continuous, which it is, and that it's closed, which is an important factor to using Riemann sum, which it is. So now we have all the conditions met to use Riemann sum. Now we plug in our numbers. 1 over 1 is equal to b minus a over n, which is also equivalent to delta x. Then we plug in the sum of our midpoint heights to get 20.5, meaning Gabby traveled a total area of 20.5 feet.
Woo! Yeah! Yeah! What's up? Go, 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 go! Listen now, here we go. I'm the new kid, moving in, getting it done, and I'm officially the candidate for